Good evening, everyone. It is finally time for the playoffs, and we have our first edition of postseason Friday Night Frenzy. And I've been waiting all week to share this night with you, so enough waiting around. Let's cue the highlights. We have our first rematch from the regular season as the Gladstone Braves are on the road against the Negaunee Miners. Jumping ahead to the second quarter, we are still scoreless, but Gerald Johnson isn't worried because he has Philip Nelson open on the slant to get the offense moving. Same drive, and now it is time for big Nico Lucarin to do his thing as he takes the inside handoff and has his sight set on the end zone, cutting his way up the field before getting dragged down at the one. Very next play, Lucarin is rewarded for his hard work with the touchdown. Miners go up 7-0. Braves trying to respond, and Cole Potchke is a wrecking ball as he takes the handoff and is bouncing off tacklers, spinning away for everyone, and takes on the entire Miners defense before being dragged down for a huge chunk play. But it was tough sledding for the Braves as Eli Bertum tries to do something with the quick pass, but they were unable to muster any points. Miners back on offense, and here comes Lucarin again, showing off the moves and the power on the run for another Miners first down. A couple plays later, and you guessed it, Lucarin gets the rock and gets into the end zone for another touchdown. And the Negaunee Miners advance to the next round, beating the Braves 42-28. And now the Marquette Redmen facing the Mount Pleasant Oilers, but Austin Riddle gets picked off early but they were able to hold off on the interception. But Riddle again rolling out, and he's going to throw another interception, and it is Humphrey again. And this time the Oilers get a nice return from Humphrey to set them up in good field position. And now 4th and goal, and Ryan McIntyre fires Scooter Polk for the touchdown, and that makes it a 7-0 lead for Mount Pleasant. Second quarter now, and Oilers add on to it again as Humphrey, who else, is going to break free and get in for the score. And Marquette had an amazing season, finishing at 7-3 as they fall to Mount Pleasant 37-6. And time for some 8-man action as the Mustangs host the Rudyard Bulldogs in round one. First drive of the game, and the Bulldogs and Aiden Bickle takes the inside handoff on the end around, and he turns on the Jets for a big 15 yards and first down for Rudyard. A couple plays later, and E.J. Sugget moving his own teammates out of the way on the touchdown. PAT is good. Bulldogs lead 7-0. First quarter still same score. And Sugget showing off the arm this time as he's going to hit Tate Bestman inside the Mustangs 25. Bulldogs back on the goal line. And Sugget with a little more grace this time, not bowling everyone over, gets in for another score. PAT is good once again. They are up 14-0. Second quarter, Mustangs trying to get something going. And Coley Tazarek with the one-hand snag is going to go all the way. Close, though, inside the 10-yard line. And now Billy Cripps on the keeper gets the score. They would go for two and get it, so now it is 8-22, but Rudyard still leads. The Bulldogs are looking for an answer as Sugget on the busted play finds Brett Mayer over the middle for the score. And the Mustangs made an effort, but the Rudyard Bulldogs advance, winning 38-14. And they will take on the Newberry Indians, who they lost to in the regular season as Newberry beats Pickford 32-14. An amazing set of playoffs between UP teams as always, and they never disappoint. But we still have plenty more highlights when Friday Night Frenzy returns after the break. Welcome back, everyone. I calmed down a little bit after that first set of highlights. I was just so excited for the fact that we have playoffs back in the UP. I kind of joined here in the middle of it last year, but I'm excited to be here from the beginning. And as always, enough of me on the screen. Let's cue more highlights. The Kingsley Stags first possession, ball in the 22, and they're going to hand it off. And the running back, he's able to get a nice gain before getting shoved out of bounds. And now it's going to be True Beeman of Kingsley finishing off, rushing right through the middle for a 10-yard run and a touchdown. And the Stags electing to go for two, and they get as Goethals plows through and makes it 8-0 game. Kingsford, though, they would try to respond with a long drive. Most of the yards came from this Toby Wilcox 50-yard run as he gets dragged down just outside of 20, but they were unable to get any points on it. As Beeman gets the handoff again, and he's going to bounce it to the outside, and he's going to add another touchdown here before the end of the first quarter. And the Kingsford Flippers fought to the end, but their season comes to a close, falling to the Stags 28-10. And in our last game of tonight, we had the Menominee Maroons hosting the Calumet Copper Kings, looking for their 8th win in a row. First quarter, zeros on the board for both teams, and Alan Bjorn puts an end to that, slamming into the end zone for the score, and Calumet takes a 7-0 lead. First quarter still, and here come the Maroons. Aiden Belial taking the snap, and he shakes by one defender and then gets to the end zone standing up, and Maroons tie the game up at 7. Copper Kings looking to answer, and Sturgill gets a defender hesitating for a second, and that's all Dryden Nelson needs to get to the corner of the end zone and put Calumet up 14-7. And the Copper Kings would not stop there as Dryden Nelson takes another pitch, and again to the corner of the end zone, untouched, and the Calumet make it 8 wins in a row as they will take on the Negaunee Miners next after beating the Maroons 35-20. Well, it was an amazing season, no matter what the outcome was for every single one of our teams, whether they lost or advanced. Congratulations to teams like Negaunee and Calumet. And from me, I am proud of the guys like Mustangs, Marquette, and Kingsford. They all had amazing seasons, nothing to hang their heads about. All those seniors gave us great highlights throughout the whole year. We'll see them in the top 10, but don't you worry. But as always, I hope you all have an amazing night. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook, and have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching Friday Night Frenzy on ABC 10.
And follow us on Twitter at ABC10 UP Sports. And while you're at it, give me and Connor a follow as well.
And if you want to stay up to date on all the sports news of the Upper Peninsula, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on our Facebook page.